Place is packed for 80s night. Tonight, the White Sox will take on the Atlanta Braves. The best team in baseball comes to visit the White Sox, who themselves are in control of a playoff spot right now.
And a strikeout for Isert to get things going. Let's check out the defensive lineup.
Brought arm to that MLB debut patch.
And Michael Harris sends it to the gap in right center. That will drop in front of Tristan Peters. And Harris picking up right where he left off.
For me, that either means Ozzie.
And Olsen sends it high and deep to right field. That is way gone. And a two-run home run to open the scoring for Atlanta. His 13th road home run of the year.
And like everywhere else the Braves go on the road, you can hear those Braves fans, a good amount of them behind the Braves dugout on the first base side, appreciating this swing. Left on left here from Matt Olson. It's a fastball. It was meant to be away. Looked like it was probably up and maybe inner third. And he's able to turn on 90 miles an hour and hit it into those stands.
To the
catch
edge.
it. Just don't throw it back.
Ozzie serves this one to right, and the Braves have 3 consecutive hits against Isert.
The 158 batting average again, so I think the answer to that would be yes.
And now a walk to Mauricio.
Take the bait.
And Dominic sends it into left center. Antonacci is there. Shades on. 2 down. And 2-2 to Riley. And the sinker up in the zone for strike 3 swinging. But the Braves cash in with a Matt Olson home run, his 18th of the year. And they get the road trip off to a swinging start. It's a 2-0 lead for Atlanta as we head to the home half of the first.
Off.
We had to tape the earpiece back on there. Into left. Yastrzemski puts it away. There's 1 down.
And closer, the expectation is that he may be on a rehab assignment this weekend.
First pitch swinging deep to right field. Acuna at the wall and casually hauls it in. And
in the international market and bringing in Murakami, who is now on the IL.
Banged up the middle into the glove of Dubon, and he got him. Into center field off the bat of Mydrop, the 1-out single and the first hit of the game for Chicago tonight. Then it goes down on the slider from Holmes. 2 down in the second.
Everybody in that category.
And there's a K for him. Back-to-back strikeouts to close the Chicago half of the second. Picking up right where he left off.
How about a big fastball here? 94 miles an hour from Grant Holmes to finish off these Sox.
Bellagio. Golfed into center. Peters back at the track at the wall, and Olsen sends it over. Peters got his leather on it. But it's his second home run in as many at-bats for Olsen. One to right, one to left, and now 14 home runs away from home for Olsen.
Kind of amazing here when Matt Olson hit this baseball. If you take a look and watch Peters in center field, it looked like he had a beat on it, and it kept going and going and carries out of here. Heck of an effort, but I think Peters thought he was going to catch this ball somewhere on the grass. And I mentioned it being a warm night, the ball we're talking about here, at least for me, this is pretty much the view that we have. I thought Peters had it, and then he seemed surprised it just kept going.
Wind's blowing out a little bit to left. That one's roped into right field by Ozzie. And he will take a wide turn, try to stretch it into a double, and he is there.
And Brujan, he had a chance for 5 homers, and he popped up against the position player.
Ooh.
Catcher's interference.
And so Mauricio reaches and left field his first time up. He's got 2 on in front of him for the second time tonight, and he rips this one to first. Gonzalez goes to second for 1, back to first, and right through the webbing of Fetty. That's going to allow Dubon to scramble home. Against the shift, Lil Squibber rolls into right field. And Riley will take it. Runners on the move. Strike three looking. Matt Olson's done it again, his second of the night.
How about two here so far with a lot of game left for Matt Olson, but a big one out to left center to get the Braves up big early.
Brothers have started the same big league game. They exchange the lineup cards tonight. Here's Riley. One down.
2 outs and nobody on, and a walk. We'll take a look at the.
Mike Cuellar always starts him off with a slow curve. If he starts me off with a slow curve tonight.
That one's well hit to left, and this one will leave the yard into the bullpen.
And just like that, the lead is cut in half. We told you about the thunder that the White Sox have. And for Miguel Vargas, he hits his 16th. He drives in runs 42 and 43. And just like that, up 4-2 ball game on a line drive rocket into the bullpen. We'll watch it again. It's a four-seam fastball. It's down, and now it's out. Not much doubt about this one. The only doubt, would it go through the back wall? White takes over in right field as Acuna does indeed leave the game.
And that one drops in front of him for a leadoff single. So Gonzalez is aboard. The Giants, all kinds of success and universally respected. Target practice for some hitters tonight.
Onto just magnificent careers.
In the 80s, Boggs hit .352. That's got to find the hole and be a base hit. The first major league hit for Montgomery, and it's an RBI hit.
First run, but not Montgomery's. He takes a fastball away, drives it through the left side, and Holmes now has seen that 4-0 lead whittled down to 4-3.
Almost every year.
And he'll be with a different team next year, I think.
This ball is hit well to right, but White is there for the catch. It'll be runners at first and third.
And he squeezes it. Tag made by Wins.
Really would like to finish it right now.
9-hole hitter. The pitch. Just off the plate inside with the slider, and the White Sox have loaded the bases here in the fourth. As a relief corps, an ERA of 2.96, and this ball is lifted to right. Eli White is there, and the White Sox strand the bases loaded. They gift a run with the failed safety squeeze. Braves hold on to a 1-run lead.
Future Hall of Famer Bruce Sutter, one of the most amazing games ever. Now, have there been other games since then? Not many, but some. Every bit. Everybody going bananas. Said it like 3 times. Everybody going bananas. Hot shot, and it skips by into right field. So a 1-out hit. I'm assuming that will be scored a hit. Is at Harry Carey's restaurant. A little bloop, and it's a fair ball and drops. It's going to be runners at first and third with 1 out as the Braves look to add to a 4-3 lead. So with being politically incorrect.
Which he was quite often.
They'll come to the plate. Got him in a rundown. And they execute it quickly enough that the trail runners cannot advance.
Sox did it exactly right.
Goodell trotted down to first. That was his only at bat. Back to the mound, and the comebacker is going to end the inning and the Atlanta threat to the bottom of the 6th. It remains 4-3 Braves.
And Montgomery dispatched. Missed inside with a sinker. Second walk from Dodd. Grichuk, the runner at first. Pulled to the right side, and that one gets under the glove of Ozzie. Headed to third is Grichuk. Pardon me, Edgar Carroll with the base hit. Gets it down. Here comes the runner. Olsen's got him in a rundown. Chase Grichuk back to the bag and didn't even need the flip.
That is some bad base running from Randall Grichuk.
Into right field. White comes up throwing around third hill, and he is out at the plate. Eli White with a bullet from right field.
Then on the blocking the play part that they should be fine. The throw took him there, and a great one from Eli White. You know, sometimes it's about the setup. So, you know what? They actually may have a case there. We will see. You're supposed to be in fair territory. Now, again, did the throw take him there? And you see Austin Wynch trying to get out of the way to make sure that there is a clear lane. You see where he's standing, right? That's part of the potential problem. The tag, absolutely, he is out. There was a game here 3 years ago. I was calling games for the Texas Rangers, and it kind of set the baseball world on fire. Jonah Heim was catching, and he had his foot in foul territory, and the runner coming around third hadn't even been to third base yet. He was out by.
After review, there was no blocking of home plate. The call at home plate, the out call has been.
So you see it there, right? You see he was in the right position prior to the throw being made. It was the throw that kind of took him into foul territory, which is the way it should be. They got it right.
High wire act continues for the Braves. Into the sixth, 1-run lead for Atlanta.
I think that's what they're. Are they saying take it off?
Powdered wig? What are they yelling? Here's Vargas in front of the bag at third, puts it in his pocket, and Ozzie reaches.
Appeared, barring injury, to be Hall of Fame locks. Sharply hit. Could be two. And it is a nicely turned 3-6-1 to put an end to the threat and the inning.
What a job by Davis. He comes in first and second, nobody out. We're walking out with Harry Carey.
What people associated him with, but the ball going through his legs, and the Mets rallying from 2 down in the 10th with 2 out and nobody on to win that game. A good pitch to hit results in a base hit. Here's Vargas on his way to third. Runners at the corners with nobody out for Jacob Gonzalez. That's a base hit. And it ties the game. And the Sox may not be done yet. First and second, nobody out. Down 4-0. They pull even at 4-4.
And he sends a ground ball to short. Chance for two. Dubon turns it 6-3. Golfed into center field. Harris is there. That will end the inning, but not before the White Sox scratch one across after a leadoff walk comes home to roost. Brand new ball game as we head to the 8th.
A drive to left and deep, back on the track and at the wall. And it's just a long out.
Randall Grichuk all the way back to the track.
Off Taylor. He scrambles after it, throws, not in time.
Being a prolific base stealer.
Here's a drive to right. Is this his third? No, it's going to die on the track. We're just shy of the track. Sounded good off the bat.
He was hilarious.
Shack at third.
And that's it. It's out of the inning, and the Sox need 1 run to win this one.
To the bottom of the 9th.
Mauricio pulls back and sends it into right field. Ozzie around third. Here's the throw. It gets through. He is safe, and now at second base, Mauricio Dubon.
That it could be available, and so you get a fastball down the middle. Dubon pulls back. He's real short here, right? Doesn't take the leg kick and punches it the other way, the old slash. And Ozzie had to wait. That's why this play, if that throw was on line, it would have been a lot closer at home. He had to make sure that he saw it through. And there goes.
Make the little leaguer's night. Pull to the right side. Productive as it gets Dubon to third.
I want your best curveball, bury it, but you can't get it by me.
Austin Riley hits it toward third. They'll come to the plate, and Dubon is tagged out.
That was a contact play, and even though the infield was drawn in to try to cut off the run, which they did, a wonderful decade in baseball.
Pop to the left side. Vargas drifts into shallow left and makes the catch. On to the bottom of the 10th. It also reminded me that in the 80s, I was good at this. And a called strike 3. No challenge. He knew it. Slow roll to short. There's the second out, with Benintendi advancing to third. For his most crucial at-bat of his first game. Sends it in the air to left. It is back near the wall. It is over the wall for a game-winning home run. How about that? Talk about drama. Talk about theater.
What a ball game. And what a major league debut for Montgomery. Braden Montgomery, remember the name. This guy can play. He's a member of the organization, brought up as a first-year player, the 12th first-year player for the Sox this year.
His new teammates, some of whose names he may not yet know, all waiting for him at the plate.
Braden Montgomery takes a fastball down the middle and rides it out of the ballpark in front of 30 friends and family. What an auspicious debut for the young man. So, did you like it enough to come back?
If I come back, we're not flashing back to another decade. If I come back, I'm coming back prepared to call a live game in the here and now.
Wait a second, you got to do the 70s and the 90s yet. You just did the 80s tonight.
Oh my gosh. What a night for young Montgomery. What a mixed bag for older Costas and Stone.
What a wonderful way to end this ball game. Bob, thank you very much for
Thank you, Steve.
joining all of us in the booth.